Alright, let's see if I fixed our camera issues. Oh, yes. It was one little setting. Okay. I know why. It was one little setting that I have to turn on to make sure that this camera gets reset every time I switch scenes. So it's supposed to turn off and then turn back on if I switch my angles and stuff like that. So that way it doesn't stay stuck. Okay. Wow, it's like been forever since I've been in the kitchen, it feels like. Alright, so we are finally back with a semi-regular stream schedule. Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central. That's gonna stay that way for a couple weeks before I will have to take a break for 1 week because of work. But we will be with Blue Apron for a number of weeks this time. They have graciously offered me a discount code that applies to the next several boxes. So that brings the total down to actually a pretty decent price. Though I am getting 2 meals a week instead of 3 meals. So it's not as great compared to every plate or whatever that I was using. But it is kind of stressful trying to cook 3 meals a week. Because I like to go out on Sundays usually. That's when I go out to eat at some of my favorite places because I can't go out during the week. But I think the discount code I'm using puts the total for 2 meals around like $27, which depends on where you're living. That could be cheap, expensive, or around just in the middle. For me, that's a little bit on the high side, but I'm willing to do it for you guys, obviously. I wanted to get some new recipes in, is what I mean. Alright, so let's take a look at today's recipe. Can we... Oh, oops. It's not turned on. See, I turn on this camera, but I forget the other one. Okay. Alright, so we have some, you can't see the top, but it's Spanish spiced salmon and veggie quinoa. Quinoa, sorry guys. Quinoa is how you're supposed to pronounce that. I've never made this before. In fact, I've probably never had quinoa before. I know my roommate used to like to eat that. I don't know what it tastes like. Hopefully it tastes good. It's got salmon, so it's probably gonna be okay. But that's what we're making today. For a second, while I was preparing this recipe, sorting through the ingredients, I thought they had forgotten the bag. Like they usually put this ingredient bag over here with all the stuff that I need, and I saw an additional one, which I thought is like, wait, it's like for some pork thing. So I thought they had misplaced mine, but you know, they just gave me an extra bag, I guess. Looks burnt. Yeah, it kind of does according to the picture, doesn't it? Well,
Merry Christmas.
well, you know what? I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make it look better than what it looks like in the picture. And this is gonna be a first, isn't it? Mine's gonna be like crispy. Don't make it look so dry. It does look dry in the picture, doesn't it? I don't like my salmon dry. I like mine wet, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna make the salmon really good. I don't know about the quinoa. I've never made it before, so you know. Forgive me if I screw that part up. Alright, getting the ingredients out. Let's turn the music down as well, because I've been having copyright issues. It just needs to be there in the background as a hint. And if it's there quiet enough, I don't think they'll catch it. Alright, I've gotten everything out except for the salmon. That's going to stay in the fridge until I need it. I don't want to take it out too early. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's what they say we'll need. What is this? This is supposedly called red quinoa. Our mic's getting stuck in the plates. Let me pull that out. But this is what we have so far. Alright, now I can drag us over here. Alright, so we got some quinoa, got some sliced almond, yogurt, cool stuff. What's your favorite brand of yogurt? Like, what do you like to have? Greek yogurt? Do you have to do you like a Yoplait, which is like, you know, currently probably I know it's fake. I absolutely know how fake Yoplait is, but it tastes pretty good because it's sweet, and I like that. All right, lemon. Our lemon's not looking so good, guys. Spanish spice blend. Cool. This is probably plums or something. Slice roasted red peppers. Garlic, I think. Yeah, we have garlic. Over here for the vegetables, we just have zucchini and 2 carrots. Alright. So, I'm gonna flip the menu over, take a look at it. We're gonna need a medium pot of water. I don't know any of those brands. Yogurt's like kind of really expensive if you want like good yogurt, I feel like. Like, I like my snacks, but I hate paying a lot of money for, you know, my snacks. If it's like not accounted for in my regular meals. We need, let's take a look, we need 3/4 way with water. Do I dare use the water from the faucet? Probably not. We're running out of water here, by the way. This uses a lot of water. Well, all the recipes do, actually. So I'm gonna have to buy water tomorrow. French yogurt. Is yogurt a French thing? No, I mean, well, obviously there's Greek yogurt, but where is it originated from? I don't even know. Also, tomorrow, well, possibly tomorrow, because something happened with my shipment. It got delayed actually, but the plan is tomorrow. I get to have a new camera setup. This camera you're looking at over here, the one that I'm pointing at, that one should be going away because I hate it. I hate it enough that I'm gonna take it out of the setup and replace it. Because I don't like that every 30 minutes I have to, do the thing. It's a good camera, it's got good quality, I think, but, there's a better one that's gonna have, like, face tracking and everything. It's gonna move along with my body, it's gonna do everything. Too good to be true, right? We'll see. Alright, so we are heating up that water and putting some salt. How's everyone's Friday? Happy Friday, by the way, for any of you guys tuning in right now. So we got quinoa, and then step 2, we gotta prepare the ingredients. So carrots. Let's move everything. Later, do I want to stream Genshin or something? I don't know if I want to anymore. There's no content. I've exhausted it. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like for the people who stream every day at night, like whatever games that they play. Like, I don't know how they do it, because it's, to me, like, I only want to stream if I have something to actually, like, show. Like, I'd hate to stream a game where I'm doing my dailies and then just doing stuff. Like that just feels boring. And if I offend people, I'm sorry, not really. But if there's nothing interesting to stream, I don't want to stream it. That's why I don't stream every day. Otherwise, I would, because, it's not too hard to just set up the camera and then just do what I was doing anyways. I need to do the carrots. Like this. If you're curious to hear what I'm working on for the Discord, there is quite a few things. First, the notifications. I want to make sure that is actually fixed before moving on. Second, for those of you who don't want to connect your Twitch to your Discord for whatever reason and get your free role as a subscriber, there might be a bot at some point that automatically recognizes it. Otherwise, there's gonna be like a system where you have to like notify me so I can assign you the role or whatever, something like that. I don't know. It's already difficult trying to find out who's a follower, so we'll see. What other ooh, I want to finish up the the channel group for the stocks, because August is going to be a pretty interesting month in terms of the market. So, you know, having like a community like kind of stock, information trade kind of channel, maybe. Should I make it available to only subscribers though? I think that's a bit too harsh. I'll make it available to any one follower or above. See, I don't know if like I have this guest role in my Discord for like it assigns you the guest role if you agree to the rules, and that's it. You're a guest. If you're a follower or a subscriber, you get that role. But like, is the guest role actually like necessary? Like, who's gonna actually be in the Discord lurking if they haven't followed the Twitch, right? So I feel like it's almost redundant. In a way, like I could cop out and not do the Discord follower rule because, you know, everyone who joins the Discord is probably already a follower, is what I'm saying. Okay. Carrots peeled. I like this peeler. It actually works pretty well as long as the carrot is not squishy. Alright. So zucchini as well. I'm gonna do both at the same time. And yes, I sharpened my knife recently, so it's like smooth as butter again. Alright, so they want me to kind of slice these at an angle. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I know what they want me to do. Quarter zucchini plus crosswise. Okay, I think I understand. You chop carrots this way if you want them to like kind of look asymmetrical. I don't know. I actually don't prefer carrots chopped this way because they look so weird. I like them when they're neat and circular. But hey, the recipe calls for it this way. Oh, I didn't do a mic check because normally everything's working. Let me just make sure. Okay, that's not on. Yeah. Because if the mic on the DSLR is on, then we're going to have echo. But luckily it's off. We're at 30 minutes already? Damn. Kind of sucks. Tomorrow's recipe is actually like something that I probably will like a lot. I don't know about today's, but you know, it's obviously worth trying because you know, Blue Apron has a lot of exotic recipes, stuff that you probably wouldn't normally eat, which is what I like and dislike. Is like sometimes it's really good. But then sometimes it's just like weird to me. but there's no other meal kit that actually offers that much uniqueness, in my opinion. Okay, so we're just gonna chop these like this. Alright, now we got our zucchini and carrots done. So, after that, we need some garlic. So what are we doing with all of this? We're putting... I guess we're putting both in a... Okay, so we're gonna put both the zucchini and carrots in a bowl for holding. Okay, yeah. Just making sure. This earbud keeps falling out. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The OnePlus Bullet Z is great in every aspect except that they design the earbuds so terribly that it doesn't stay in your ears. Is that the banned word? I don't know. Does quinoa look like risotto? We need 2 cloves. This is a huge one. I want to get like a smaller one because I feel like that's going to be a lot of garlic. Peel, work. Oh, we've got 2 huge cloves. It'll work. Whatever. Jeez. You need a specialty knife for this. Is this one gonna open as well? Okay, good. Got both open. I'm gonna slice these real fast because the camera's about to turn off, so we're gonna have to switch scenes. Why is my garlic looking weird? Alright. So we are roughly chop the garlic. Well, I'm gonna mince it nicely. Do you guys want to hear EPEL stories? I have some new ones. I haven't taken any orders. I'll say that. But like I've gotten some weird people again. So like this past week, like so I don't check EPEL every day. Like if I get a message, I might hear it, or I don't. But like I don't make it a habit to check it every day anymore because it's like there's no reward anymore. Like there used to be like a purpose, like you get points for like checking every day, and like you get like higher rank and whatever, and you get more exposure. But like that's not a thing anymore. So I don't make it a habit to check every day. So what I'm saying is, this guy had messaged me multiple times before, and this happens with a lot of people. So it's not just this guy. Some people, they message me and I just don't see it because I don't check every day, and they get drowned out by the other messages, or like, or I see it and I don't really want to respond at the time. Let me reset the camera real quick before I continue. But as I was saying, so I don't check every day, and there's this guy who has messaged me a couple times, and it's really unfortunate because once I saw this, I'm like, damn, I really didn't respond, and like he just happened to be the unlucky guy who had messaged multiple times and had messaged at the wrong time or whatever, and I just never got around to responding to him. And so he calls me fake. And so I respond back and I'm like, dude, I'm really sorry. I don't get to everyone's messages. If they happen to message me while I'm sleeping or while I'm at work, I'm not going to see it. And it's like, I don't make it a habit to go through everyone's messages to respond to them. Because come on, it's not my job. It's a hobby. So I just apologize for him. I apologize to him for not responding all those times. But I let him know that I'm currently here, and he's like, oh, okay, misunderstanding or whatever, and he was being a little bit weird about it. Like he was salty. Like even though I tried to explain to him why that was the case. Like, I told him, like, this doesn't just happen to him. This happens to multiple people, like, just for me. So, he's not, like, a special case or anything. And he's like, oh, well. And he asks, oh, are you free to talk now? And I happened to be free. It was, like, early in the morning, and I didn't have work that day. So, I was like, okay. He had a bad attitude, but maybe he's an okay dude. So I ended up accepting. Well, he didn't even place the order, but I don't really care at this point. But he gave me his Discord, and then we ended up talking. And immediately I felt something was wrong because of the tone that he used and the way that he was talking. He began talking about how, everyone that he's met in his life looks down on him. And, it's tough for me to respond to that because, like, well, what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm no therapist. And, like, what do you want me to do? Making you feel better? Like, I can listen to you talk about it, but, like, I don't know what kind of advice I can really give to you. So, he's talking about, like, how everyone in his life makes him feel bad about himself, and he's, thinking about just quitting the website, and then, like, apparently he has a lot of money, so he's just gonna pay for people to service him or something. like provide good service for him to like go to fancy restaurants and have people serve him food to make him feel better about himself. Some weird shit like that. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, you can do whatever you want with your life. Um, Not up to me to judge for sure. Um, and he continues talking about stuff like that, and there were a couple of topics like he wanted to visit like Taiwan, which is where I was born, and that was like we got off to a good topic over there. But then he always returned back to that thing where like he doesn't feel. He says he knows his personal value, but people don't see him for that or something. And he's like, I don't care that people don't see me for who I am, but I'm just gonna go out and pay a bunch of money to get serviced better, or to get treated better. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I'm like feeling a little bit uncomfortable at this point, so like I'm like trying to cheer him up and whatever, and just be like, because he was talking about EPAL as a site, and so I was like saying, like EPAL is like it can be bad, but I'm not gonna say like every person on the site is like terrible. Like I'm sure there's people on the site who are like extremely friendly and who actually want to make people feel better. But like he's just been saying, oh, everyone in this world is bad or whatever, and so I'm like, like I mean, sounds like you're just unlucky and you haven't met the correct people. And then he just like argues and disagrees with me. I'm like, hey, dude, do whatever you want. Like, I'm here listening to you. And then he starts accusing me of basically not wanting to be in the call in the first place. I'm like, all right, listen, dude. If I didn't want to be in the call with you, I wouldn't have joined. That's the thing. Like, I have better stuff to do with my time. And, he seemed like an okay guy, which is why I joined in the first place. So if I really didn't want to talk to him at all, I wouldn't have joined the call. That's what I told him. I'm like, dude, you have to understand, like, I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do, if it's not going to give me any benefit. But he continues basically being accusatory towards me, saying like, oh, I don't want to talk to him. I give off a sort of an aura saying, I don't want to talk to him. And then I just say, like, it does make me feel a little bit uncomfortable when you're talking about, this sort of topic, because I can't really relate to you. I don't know what to respond. I don't know if I should be making you feel better or, should be giving you advice or whatever. It's not something that, I can personally, say, oh, I understand how you're feeling or stuff like that, right? So, but I'm like, you can talk about whatever you want. Like, I'm willing to, hear you out and whatever. And like, oh, okay. And then here's the climax. Oh, well, hold on. Let me make sure I have everything ready. So roughly chop the peppers. Okay. Red peppers. Let me get some work done on this dish before I continue. Peppers, dates. Okay. All right. So here's the most triggering part about this, is like he suddenly asks, "Hey, what do you think about, Well, am I allowed to say this? Okay. What he basically asked, what do you think about people who like the same gender? I'm not gonna say the actual word on stream because like I don't know if I can like get TOS for this, but he's like, what do you think about people who like the same gender? I'm like, I'm fine with it, like like what do you want me to say? Like you know, I don't know what the what the purpose of your game reward what the purpose of your question is. And then he's like, you sound homophobic. I'm like, okay, so what makes you think that? Like, you know, you can think whatever you want. Like, you know, I don't have a problem with, you know, people who are like that. And he's like, no, just the way you talk, you know, you sound homophobic. And then he starts to chuckle. And then I'm getting a little pissed off at this point because I realize like what he's doing. And then I just basically tell him, like, dude, here's what you're doing right now. You're doing everything that the people, apparently, like, according to your past story, that the people who have done to you before. Like, the people who have, you know, treated you badly and laughed at you for whatever, you know, reasons that you have for, like, you know, looking a certain way or, like, you know, like sounding a certain way or doing whatever. Like, you're literally doing that right now by calling me homophobic. And then, like, even if I was, right? Even if I was actually homophobic, the fact that he laughed about it would have meant he's doing exactly what his bullies online or whatever in the real world are doing, like right now. Like, so I'm like, dude, you're literally doing what people have done to you before, and you were talking to me, telling me that people treat you badly, and, you know, like, for all of your life, and you're doing it to other people like me. Like, I don't know if I'm his first you know, customer or, you know, whatever, like, he talked to. And he's like, oh, no. You don't know my story. I'm like, yeah, I don't, but I know the parts that you've talked about. You literally told me part of your story in the call. And to basically sum it up, he was like, okay, you know, he's like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe we dropped the topic. I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know. Like, I was prepared to leave the call because I'm like, dude, I can't deal with it. Like, as much fun as it is, like, you know, kind of arguing with someone who is actually, like, that zero IQ, it's not fun when, you know, like, there's no argument. Like, it's fun, like, poking at people and then, like, having them realize the flaws in their logic. But, like, he doesn't realize that because he's that zero IQ, right? So I'm like, maybe I'm gonna leave. But he said he'll drop the topic, so I'm like, okay, you know, what else do you want to talk about? So he talks about something else for a little while, and he goes back and he's like, you know, I'm just gonna say it again. It's like, you know, it keeps it's in the back of my mind, you know, so I'm gonna say it. He's like, I still think you're homophobic. I'm like, okay, so are you gonna continue talking about this? And he hesitates for a moment because he knows what I'm about to do. I'm like, dude, like, you gonna continue? And then he's like, And then he continues talking about, you know, why he thinks and the moment he continues talking about why he thinks I'm homophobic, I drop that call, block him on every single platform, and, like, I see him, like, typing on Discord, like, right before I block him. He's like, you know, homophobic picture, you know, whatever, something like that. I'm like, damn. All right, so the lesson of this story is that, you know what, when you think people can be good, you know, no, it's not the truth. You know, when you get a glimpse of hope from, you know, like a site like ePal, or, you know, some random dude, like, talking you up or whatever, and then, like, you know, you feel a little bit uneasy about the person, but not enough to like completely like shut them out, you should just leave them be. Like at this point, like there's no hope. Like humanity is fucked. Like that's what I'm getting at. Is like I thought this guy actually like maybe had a rough life. I can't tell if what he's saying is true. Obviously, I just have to believe it based off of what he's been saying. But like I was like, maybe this guy actually needs help. I don't know if I can help him, but at least I'll talk to him. No, like just fuck off. Just at this point, like there's no hope. Like I'm sorry to the people who actually need help. These are the people who are ruining the experience for you. And this is why I'm just never gonna take any order on ePal unless like you give me basically a paragraph introducing yourself at this point. Hi Jolie, welcome to the stream. Also, I have questions for you because you know coding, and I flunked coding, and it's bad. So I don't know how Discord bots in terms of like what language most people use for their bots. But I'm sure this is a pretty easy, logical, statement and whatever, something easy to like, produce, I guess. I just don't know how to code, so I can't make it happen. So, what would be the best method to, like, say I assign, everyone who comes in the Discord a guest role. But they're not going to be a guest forever because, they're either a subscriber or like a follower or whatever. So I want to make it so that as long as they get a role that is not guest, they get any other role, the guest role should be removed. It's more like a cosmetic issue at this point, and it's not high priority at any level. It just bothers me a little bit, that I would have to do it manually. And that my bot cannot do it for me. So what it's supposed to do is just remove the guest role if and the user has any other role. And I know how, and I basically know how to like skeleton code it, and like like maybe a language that I know would be like Java, but I don't know how to make it work for Discord. A bot might be able to do that. A pre-made one of I basically think a pre-made bot should be able to do that, but I don't know where that function is. Well, I have a couple ones, in the server itself, but I wasn't able to find an option to make it do that. Or I haven't looked hard enough. So that's like, my easy level question that, probably anyone can do. I do have a more difficult one for you to tackle if you are up for a challenge. But hold on, like I'll feel bad if you actually spend like a lot of time like looking into stuff for me, because it's like sort of volunteering at this point, and that I haven't offered you money yet. But so the other issue is that when a user joins the Discord, they can be assigned a follower or a subscriber role. Subscriber is sort of working, as in if you link your Twitch to your Discord, Discord will know to assign you the subscriber role, um, you know, based off of that integration. But followers don't work for some reason. Like, Discord cannot read into that on Twitch. And as you know, people are going to have different names and shit, you know, on Twitch versus their Discord. So how would I auto assign like a follower role on Discord, you know, for someone random coming from Twitch? Nightbot used to do that, but I don't know. Okay, I can try Nightbot. Also, I'm really behind on cooking. Let me kind of rush a little bit. Lemon. What is that emo? Is that Paimon? Twinkie, where'd you get that emo? Where did you get that? Where did you get that one? Ooh, actually. Assign Discord roles to new Twitch followers. Yes, that is the one that I've been trying to use, but I don't know if it works because here's the thing, right? It goes on your Discord. Well, no, sorry. Zapier goes on Twitch and checks your followers, and it checks based off of certain parameters like name and stuff like that. But it's not gonna know that, you know, to match that name with, you know, like a Discord user. Like, you can match that same name, and if that person has the same, like, username on Discord, then it'll be able to assign a role. But I'm pretty sure that, let's say, you know, I have the name Fish on Twitch, and I have the name Cute Fish on Discord. It's not gonna know, I guess, to match those two together. So the way subs work is yes, and that's the only way I can think of that actually works is, you know, because Discord, you can link your Twitch and Discord. That's the only way Discord knows to automatically assign. Yeah. But like how come Discord ain't able to also do the follower thing? If it's able to find subscribers based off of, you know, like the integration, like I don't know why I can't do it for followers. Like, at least I feel like, you know, if I have that, it might make stuff easier. The other solution I've thought about all of this is just create a ticketing system, and then people who, for some reason, don't want to connect their Twitch and Discord together, they submit a ticket, and then I'll have to do it manually. Holy crap, my water is almost gone. Okay. This is gonna be a problem. Alright, I'm turning down the stove. Damn, okay, I'm really behind. Let's roughly chop the dates. These are dates, not plums. I called them plums earlier in the stream. Yeah, I don't know, like, because I haven't talked to like other people who have like Discords for their streams, so like I don't know how they have their setup. Oops, there's a shell in the middle. Gotta take that out. Oh wait, so are like are the bots in Detox, are they custom? I know there's like, you know, the pre-made ones that you know, basically every Discord has. But, like, do you guys have custom bots in Detox? Tox bot. But the other ones are... What does that bot do? Because Detox is a community of Discord, so it's like, already similar in that aspect. Node where attendance, gear stats, comparisons. That's a lot of shit. Linking, like having a bot be able to do some spreadsheet work would be nice too. Then it could like keep track of stuff. That sounds really tough, actually. That bot can do all of that. That sounds like a big brain kind of, like bot. Okay, dates, place in a bowl. Okay, we're using another bowl for this actually. So I'm putting the dates into a bowl, and then add the almonds into the bowl. Okay. Do you know what language that bot is coded in? I'm only considering learning a language if it's like something that I'm gonna use for work later on. JavaScript. That's fucked because I can't use JavaScript in my work. Gosh darn it. And then we're putting some lemon into this. 2 lemon wedges. Alright, so what bot did you code? Old Devour bot. Oh. Google. Damn. That all sounds super cool and unreasonably difficult for what I want to do. Like, no. Like, I don't think... Okay, I'm gonna calm down and be like, I don't need complex stuff until I need it, which is not right now. Like, if suddenly like 1,000 people join, then I'll need it. But until then, I don't think I should be spending that effort. Alright, Alright, cook the vegetables When am I doing the quinoa? Oh, right now. I should be doing it right now. I'm sorry. Yeah. This stream is gonna fail. I can tell. This recipe is gonna fail. It's not too hard once you get in the hang of it. You say that, but you don't remember. Okay. When I first started learning Java, here's the story of younger myself who thought that he would grow up and make some games doing some coding. You know, I started learning Java, and one of the first games that we were tasked to create was like a text-based game. And so I was like, oh, you know, I know those like there's a game like called Adventure where it's a text-based game, and then like it gives you prompts on screen with just text, and then you can type a variety of instructions to tell it to do whatever, and then it like goes, and then like it's pretty hard actually, like in terms of like how to win the game, but like it was just text based. You just type simple commands like, oh, go left, go right, go into the cave, or you know, something like that. And so I was like, okay, I can create one of those. And my idea to make that work, my camera just turned off. My idea to make a sort of game that was like that was all if statements, because I was that dumb. I thought, you know, well, you know, I was just thinking, well, the user can type these things, so I'm just gonna use if statements. Like, if the user types, you know, go forward, then I display this prompt. And then basically, I don't know exactly what I did, but I basically embedded another if into, you know, the first, it just kept going on, right? I thought it was a good idea at the time until I realized what monster I created and how crappy that would have been. Like, you know, imagine if you had like a bunch of responses that you could type. Then each branch of the if would have led to like furthermore, like, you know, like even if it was just like 5 different responses, like that's just so incredibly dumb. And in the end it worked, sort of, right? Like I ran it, obviously it worked because, you know, it's not a hard code to run, but when my teacher came up to check my game that I had developed, he was like, okay, all right. There were a couple things that would break it, but he wasn't too concerned about that. And he was fairly impressed. Until he went into my code, saw all those if statements, and then he's like, you're a fucking dumbass, Jerry. Why did you do it this way? And then that's why I was like, yeah, maybe this is not the thing I should be getting myself into. Okay, I put the quinoa in. Holy shit, I can't pronounce this word. Quinoa into the pot of water, and it's gonna cook for a really long time. Ever heard of Yonder? Yes, I've heard of that. I haven't played it, but I've seen people play it on YouTube, and it's like all those other simulators. It's like, you know, like pretty basic, but like it works. I don't know how you would go about making it, but it seems like a lot of, using like sort of the same template, is that the code for it is a mess, but it works though. Like it's like, every simulation game has that like weird glitchy side of it, but like it works. He think he fixed it, but like, but like even though the code is like bad, like like the game itself works. I'll watch it after stream. Cook the vegetables. Okay. Are we actually doing some cooking now? It works now, but oh, okay. I mean, couldn't have been worse than mine. Like, the end of year project that I had to do with like a group, and it was another game, by the way, and I had already realized mid-year that I was crappy and I would fail. Like, I was like, fuck, I don't know how to do like half of these projects. And then end of the year, they're having us do like a major project with a group, and like, like we actually have to make another game that is better than a text game that I made. That was the peak of my, like, that was the peak of my career at that point. So like I didn't even, like, we didn't even do code for hours. Like it was very simple. It wasn't even, it was a Java class, but it wasn't even in like Java at that point. It was modding an Amnesia game and creating like our own level. And for that, it's not even coding. You literally go into the map designer and then place shit. And then there's a little bit of shit at the end of the project where like you have to code to make it actually work. But like most of it was just placing shit. And then that was our project. And I can't believe that we actually passed that class. But yeah, I'll look into. I don't know if I will be able to read it, maybe some parts of it. But yeah, I'll look into that video. All right, I need to. What oil are we using? Let's see. We're using olive oil, of course. Don't look into it too much. I'll feel bad because I'm not paying you. Okay, so I am putting this. Okay, let's move the mic over here. We gotta get some sizzle today. We're so behind. But I think I can make this recipe work. Because I put in the quinoa late as well. So 20 minutes of quinoa boiling and should be fine. So we're only cooking this for a couple minutes. Sorry, there's no sizzle apparently because the pan's not really hot enough. Salt and pepper, of course. For the other people who might or might not be here, remember it is a new month, which means you guys are able to suggest 2 restaurants that you want me to go visit in Austin on stream. And will probably happen later in August. It depends on my work schedule. I haven't actually planned that far. Okay, so about that, what they want me to add what? Crap. Okay. Got water in the fridge? I do. I'm just gonna use fridge water. I personally don't think we need this water just because of the oil, but they say we do to soften these up. So I'll follow the instructions to some degree. Red pepper flakes. Where are my red pepper? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. I couldn't mute myself in time. Time to get the salmon out, though. 2 slices of salmon, here we go. Because we do have to use a nice plate for today. I don't really want to. I'm so sorry for those of you who are watching this on YouTube later on, because it's going to be uncut and you're going to have to hear this super long story, you know, while I'm just sitting there not really cooking at all. Alright, this should be pretty close. Let's add the garlic, which is so much garlic. I can't believe we're putting that much garlic. Holy crap. I'm saving a little bit for the fish. Like, at this point, this is way too much garlic. It does smell so good, though. transfer to this plate over here. Turning the heat off at this point. It does look pretty colorful. Alright, time to season the fish. Nice for, oh my gosh, dude. When will it end? I want to have lobster risotto though, but I don't know where to get that. I also want lobster pizza and lobster mac and cheese. Anything with lobster, basically. Spice blend. We're using the Spanish spice blend. Spanish spice blend and mis amigos. They said I might have leftover. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip it like this. So we get some on this side, flip it like this, we get some of it on this side. This is probably a lot of, I don't want to shake some of this off, I feel like. Okay. Let's go with that. Olive oil over here. I'm going to use the leftover garlic as well. And I don't know if our quinoa is almost done, because I've never cooked quinoa before, and it looks exactly the same as when I first put it in. But they said like about 20 minutes, and it's almost 20 minutes. Until tender. I'm gonna have to taste it then. Let's taste the quinoa. Okay. I think that works. Turn off the heat. This is up. Time to put the salmon in. It's not hot enough. Yeah. When am I using the peppers? The pot of cooked quinoa. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to understand this now. So I dump this out, or I guess rather drain it.
then stir in the vegetables. Let's give it a taste, see how it tastes like right now. Taste okay. Needs to be a little bit more oil. Chopped peppers. Okay, I don't know how this is actually gonna taste, guys. Oh, come on. Work with me here. The skin kind of got less crispy because I put some oil midway, so that's my fault. But I think it'll be alright. Guys, I'm going to use a paper plate today. I kind of have some other plans tonight, so I don't want to do too much washing. My laziness is kicking in. How is it supposed to look? Oh, I see. Well, my apologies to Benji, who said not to make it look brown. Unfortunately, it's gonna be that way. But it does look healthy.
It is a little bit rough today. It's definitely a little rough. We'll be right back. Yogurt. Where's my spoon? Ah, crap, I lost it. Guys, this is not going on Instagram. I can't make it look pretty. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix this. It just... The yogurt... Alright. I have to show it right. That's what it looks like, guys. I feel like I knew coming into this recipe it would turn out this way. Like, I can't make anything that looks healthy. Like, look... Okay, I can't make anything that is supposed to be healthy look good on camera. Like, it's just no way. Let's taste it, though. Okay, quinoa is cooked. But here's the thing. Here's the issue I have with recipes like this. Is that like I like my fish salmon, but like why'd they have to do it like this? Salmon is good simply, you know, over like a bed of whatever. Like it could be rice, it could be I don't know. It could be noodles. It could be anything. But like, why did it have to be quinoa? And I promise you, I'm not lying when I say this. Is the salmon itself tastes all right. Like it doesn't really. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite way of flavoring my salmon, but it tastes all right. But like, why is there this other stuff? I don't know. And the yogurt? This is weird. I'm sorry. I will be honest. I don't like this recipe. I really don't. Other than the salmon, everything like no. I won't say I did it to perfection. Obviously not in terms of like presentation, but like in terms of like cooking it, like everything else is okay. The salmon is actually cooked so perfectly, you can't really see that because it looks burnt, but it isn't. It's just the seasoning on the outside. But don't you worry, tomorrow we have a steak recipe. And there's no way steak can taste bad, right? So, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. This is the end of the stream, 1 hour 45 minutes later. Damn, it's a long stream. I'm sorry you got to stay with me for all the stories, but hopefully they were interesting enough. See you tomorrow for stream at the same time, 7 p.m. Central. There is also gonna be streams next week. I will let you guys know if I need to cancel or whatever. You need to check my schedule. Be sure to check out the YouTube if you are not a subscriber. So if you want to see any of the previous VODs or previous streams, you can see all of those there. They get uploaded every week on Friday and Saturday. Alright. Have a great rest of the night, everyone. Enjoy the drone footage.